morning, guys. Jay Sprouse here, coming at you with another video. And today, I want to sit and talk with you guys for a minute. And I want to talk about, school shootings and stuff like that. It just amazes me what you see people go through now, this day and age. And it's just heartbreaking because why would somebody just shoot people? Why is there so much hate in the world? And with me, I'm not saying I don't support guns or I support guns. Me, I'm not a gun person. I don't own a gun whatsoever. But do I like guns? No, because there was an incident with my dad that shot at me and mom. But I shared this story with you before, and that is why I don't like guns. That's why I don't like guns pointed at me or other stuff. But I'm not saying I don't support them. I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate because I just said that, but I want to talk about what's more important, and what is more important is the lives that people are losing over somebody that's not supposed to have a gun killing people. And I'm going to talk about this Stoneman Douglas High School. And I'm going to cheat a little bit. And they have already been 18 gun-related incidents at American schools in 2018. Alright, that's a lot. 18 school shootings. Some of them were accidental. Some of them were suicide. And some of them was intentional. Because I believe that if you're going to go and shoot a school up, just have that thought in your head, oh, well, let's go shoot a school up today. I believe that was intentional. And I'm not talking about this person's disabilities. I'm not talking about this person's, mental stuff that's going on in his head, because, I don't know how people can stand shooting schools or shooting churches or shooting places up. Just like that Las Vegas incident. And that's what I brought up last time, and that's the only time I talked about it. But this is 17 people, 17 families that all lost a loved one over gun-related issues. And I'm not saying take guns out, throw guns away. What I'm saying is take guns from people that does not deserve it. Take guns away from people that has felonies on them or has, criminal records or mental disorders. Because this world will be so much better. Will I own a gun? No, I won't never own a gun. Is it a reason because I'll go shoot something up? No, that's not the reason at all. I think it's kind of stupid, getting up in the morning and saying, oh, let's go shoot the school up. Oh, let's go shoot the college up. Oh, let's go shoot some churches up. Over what? Because somebody, bullied you? No, because you stood out from people? There is no excuse. And I'm going to read this here. Like I said, I'm going to cheat a little bit. And this incident happened February 14, 2018. A shooting at Marjory, I don't know how to say Marjory, Stoneman Douglas High School in Florida on Wednesday left 17 people dead, over a dozen more injured. The shooting marks the 18th gun-related incident on school grounds. So far this year, some of the incidents were suicide and other was accidents and resulted in no injuries. A gunman opened fire at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School at Parkland, Florida on Wednesday afternoon, killing at least 17 people and injuring a dozen more. Authorities said the shooting is the 18th gun-related incident on the grounds of elementary, high school, and middle school, plus colleges and universities. Since the start of the year, according to a running count by the Gun Violence of GVA, a nonprofit organization that tracks gun-related violences in the U.S., it's not affiliated with the advocacy group. A gun-related incident, according to the GVA, can mean anything from suicide, a stray bullet being fired into a building from off of school grounds, an altercation in a school parking lot overnight, and of course, an individual at a student. An individual shooting at a student. Most of these are sad and frightening in their own way, but they were not all cut from the same bloody cloth. Rita Oak in the Wall Street Journal in January. School shootings have become all familiar in the wake of the massacre at Virginia Tech in 2007 and Sandy Hook Elementary in 2012. But these incidents were very different from the stray bullet ricocheting off a dormitory or a student accidentally discharging a firearm during a gun training session. Using the term school shootings to describe events in the shooters intend no harm to anyone but himself, or where a gun was fired accidentally and plainly misleading, opinion writer Beckett Adams wrote in the Washington Examiner. Nevertheless, 18 is a high number and reflects the cultural problems and lawmakers and general public have been unable to effectively address. These are all of the gun-related incidents on school grounds in 2018 so far. Shootings with fatalities have and risks. January 4th, police reported that shots were fired from school grounds at New Start High School outside of Seattle. No one was injured. January 9th, a 14-year-old male student killed himself in the bathroom of an elementary school in Arizona. January 12th, a student was found dead on the campus at Jackson State University apartment. The man was reportedly handling a gun and accidentally went off. January 16th, police chased a bank robber into the grounds of a high school in Vermont, where the suspects were shot and killed in the school went on lockdown. None of the school or the staff were hurt. January 19th. Two students got into an altercation. At the school parking lot, one student fired a gun at the grounds, but no one was hit. January 20th. A Winston-Salem State University football player was shot and killed during an event at Wake Forest University. January 22nd. A 16-year-old shot and injured a female student and several times at an Italy high school in Texas. January 23rd. A 15-year-old student at a high school in Kentucky shot and killed two students and injured 17 others. January 26th. An altercation began between two people led shots being fired in the parking lot of Dearborn High School in Michigan during a basketball game. No one was injured. January 30th. A student fired a gun at the mirror of the restroom at Bellevue High School in Illinois. No one was injured. January 31st. A shooting ensued outside of Lincoln High School in Philadelphia after a brawl stemming from a basketball game. No students were involved. One person died. February 11th. A 12-year-old girl critically injured one student and 4 others after firing a gun at Salvador B. Castro Middle School in Los Angeles. The incident was reported an accident. February 5th, a teen at Oxon Hill High School in Maryland was shot in a school parking lot. Local news reported said he was in critical condition. February 5th, a 3rd grader pressed the trigger of a cop's gun at Harmony Learning Center in Minnesota. There were no injuries. February 6th, a student brought a gun into his high school in Montana to threaten another student in an attempt to steal his lunch money. No shots were fired. February 9th, a 17-year-old student was shot outside a high school in Tennessee. The student was sent to the hospital in critical condition. February 14th, a gunman had killed 17 people, injuring 15 at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida. February 15th, a police deputy accidentally shot himself in the leg while responding to a false report of gunshots at school on Coconut Creek, Florida. He was treated at the scene. That stuff I just read to you. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous the world we're living in today. The society we're living in today thinks that we can go shoot up a school or go shoot up where there's thousands of people are at. For what? To get your fix? I remember, kids back in 2012 at Sandy Hook Elementary School getting shot. And some of these are stupid. I've seen one, alright, a student shot somebody over lunch money. What was it, $3? Come on, get real. You're going to shoot somebody over $3. But I'm going to the February 14th. 17 people were killed. 17 people lost their lives because of a deranged psychopath. I'm not afraid to say it. A deranged psychopath. And that's what he is in my book. That's what all these people are that wants to go shoot up the world just to get a fix. That's all it is. To get fame. And I want to make a stand. I want to support Stop School Shootings. I want to support the people that, do away with school shootings. Because I've been hearing a lot of it, this year. And I was like, I've actually said, I believe this is a trend going on. School shootings is a trend going on in this world, in this society today. And where my generation, the older generation, are scared to protect. We're scared to protect the lives, our future. Because these kids that are in these high schools, these kids that are in middle school, these kids that are in elementary school are our future. And what we're doing, we're letting a bunch of deranged psychopaths shoot us up. Something's got to change in this world. Something's got to be done. Because it's getting old. How many more lives is it going to take for someone to stand up and say, hey, let's end school violence. Hey, let's end bullying. Something's got to be done. I don't know who's going to watch this all the way to the end. I don't know who's going to, hate it. I don't know who's going to like this video. But I'm just telling you today, you can be the change. You can be the future. Make that stand. And do something right. Let's end school shootings before it's our loved one getting shot. What if that's our loved one out there being victimized, being shot? We would try to do something in their honor. We would try to force this in effect. But we're sitting here, looking at our TVs, watching fake news, not doing nothing about it. We're letting 18 school shootings I just read to you happen. And it's going to happen again if we don't do something about it. So am I for you got to be 21 to buy a firearm? Absolutely. Like I said, I may get hate on it. I may not. But if that's going to stop school shootings, so let it be. And I know there's some other younger, about 18-year-olds out there that are more capable and more responsible for them. I'm not saying, do away with all the guns from everybody else. Let's do it. Let's take the guns away from deranged psychopaths that likes to go shoot up schools or churches or go to Las Vegas shooting you out of the hotel rooms. Or shooting you from the hotel room. So, in this video, I'm glad that I'm making it because I want, I've been biting my tongue. I've been holding my tongue on this. And I don't know, like I said, I don't care about the hate. It's from my point of view. Something's got to be done. Or something bad's going to happen. And I'm not saying get rid of the NRA. I'm not saying that take it to the White House. I'm saying something's got to be done. Or it's just going to keep happening. Plain and simple. And, I didn't come on here for fame. I didn't come on here for pity. I came here today to spread it and share with a guy that got with a kid, that got shot at when he was a kid. And, me personally, I don't like guns. I don't like I don't like guns. But is it going to stop, a lot of my friends have guns. I go over to my friend's house. Everybody, all my friends, about everyone I know, has got guns. And I could say, out of all my friends, they're responsible. They ain't going to shoot up a school. They ain't going to shoot up Las Vegas. So I'm telling you today, are you ready to make that change? You may not listen from me. You may not listen from my point of view. But stand up for what is right. And let's end school shootings. Let's end church shootings. Let's end Las Vegas shootings. Because everything will be a whole lot better. I'm not going to say subscribe to this channel. I'm not going to say like this video. If you like it, if you want to subscribe, subscribe. But we got to make a stand in school shooting. Thank you. I'll see you in my next video. Jay Sprouse out.